In the fullback positions, Jake Wayne and Ollie Tevenen come into the team. Dante Headley drops to the substitutes bench, and Caden Braithwaite is not involved. The captain today is ever-present Leke Drake, has started every single fixture so far this season. And for Middlesbrough, the visitors also make 2 changes from that standout 9-0 success against Blackburn Rovers last time out, including starts for Joseph Jones in midfield and goalkeeper Jack Robinson. And Borough's captain is Isaac Greenup. Referee happy, and we are underway. First touch for Finlay Gorman, who will look for that searching ball out to the left-hand side, straight out of play. So Middlesbrough with some early possession inside their own half. It'll be a throw-in deep inside Middlesbrough territory. Just a reminder as well, this is the start of a triple header for Manchester City today. The women also in action, and that is a huge game. City with a 9-point lead at the top of the Women's Super League over Chelsea, as they look to claim a first Women's Super League title in 10 years. If they beat Brighton today, and Arsenal lose to bottom club Leicester on Wednesday, and City will win the league. So all to play for. And of course, a little bit later on today, FA Cup semi-final action. Manchester City take on Southampton. 5:15 kickoff at the Etihad. Here's Christian Dunbar-MacDonald. Layout from Samba. Harrison Miles stretching a little bit, but gets there. Jake Wayne to Kyler Midwood, who looks for the run of Jake Wayne. Caden Cole thought about putting his boot through it, and Middlesbrough have lost out. Terrific interception from Tyrone Samba. Here is Finlay Gorman looking to get on the ball. Tyrone Samba picked out by Leke Drake. Options forward for Manchester City. Ollie Tevenen in an advanced position. Comes out to Kyler Midwood. Here's Harrison Miles. Finlay Gorman. Give and go option with Jake Wayne. It will reach Kyler Midwood. Harrison Miles. Here's Tevenen. Left back playing in the number 10 role. Leke Drake can go wide left to Christian Dunbar-MacDonald, back from injury and on target last weekend. If they can get the cutback right here, there is an option on. Surely a chance. Oh, it's just over from Kyler Midwood. Well, Kyler Midwood with a brace last weekend against Forest. Cut back from Ollie Tevenen. And Kyler and Midwood will feel he should have worked the target, I'm sure. First chance of the game. 2 gone at the City Football Academy.
Come on, join in. Hiya, JT.
Jack Robinson it will be to get us underway. Header on by Gorman, helped on by Samba. Here's Teddy Lamb. Midwood making the run if he can be found. Here he is. Saved. 2 chances in the space of 60 seconds for Kyler Midwood. This time held by Jack Robinson. Nicely picked out from Teddy Lamb, showing good upper body strength. Angle perhaps going slightly against Kyler Midwood. But a good start to the game for Ollie Rice's league leaders. City with a good record in this fixture as well. They've won 21 of the 31 meetings between the 2 teams, scoring 90 goals in all of those ties. Leke Drake coming forward. Tyrone Samba gets the roll. Can he get the shot away? Teddy Lamb has gone to ground, now back on his feet. Here's Dunbar-MacDonald trying to pick out Tyrone Samba. And it's just popped up. Again, it will go down as a chance. Tyrone Samba it was. You see there, Teddy Lamb went to ground. Tyrone Samba was in there. Last touch came off Caden Cole. Short corner routine. There's the ball in. Eventually sent clear. Jake Wayne, the furthest back for City. Leke Drake, and now Charlie Courtman. Finlay Gorman, then Jake Wayne. Comes back out to Carlin Midwood if it will hold. And that's going to be a City throw-in. Deep inside Middlesbrough territory. Rob Jones right in front of us with some instructions for his players. For those of a certain vintage. Rob Jones, best known for spells at Sheffield Wednesday and Doncaster Rovers in his playing career. Tevenin goes out to Dunbar McDonald. Goes back on the outside. Trying to thread this through, keeps going. Eventually runs through for Jack Robinson. And that's the threat that Dunbar McDonald brings. He can go both ways. Joey Tremaine for Middlesbrough. Goes through the legs of Carlin Midwood. That ball has stayed in. Midwood getting better of Joe Roberts. Tevenin. City again with a chance to go forward. Man on is the call for Leke Drake. Yeah, a clip from Luca Kakai, the Middlesbrough number 9 on Leke Drake. Charlie Courtman with space to move into. There is Ollie Rice looking on. Greener picks out Roberts. Middlesbrough decide to go wide right. Tyler Smith with a chance to send this in. Roberts. Joe Roberts making the angle. Kakai the target in the middle. Middlesbrough will get a throw. Good break from the visitors.
Ollie, well done. But when he plays to Tyler, let's have a play in front of him. When he plays a pass to Tyler, let's have a play in front. Go in that and go in.
Chance for Jones to help that on. And it's going to be a Middlesbrough corner, or is it? Well, that's what the assistant gave. I think the referee initially felt it was a goal kick, but Middlesbrough will get a corner here. Here it is. Oh, that's a goal kick, surely. TT. Isaac. Bring TT 5 yards deeper. First corner of the game. Hung up for Kakai and Cole. Good goalkeeping, though, from Ben Vickery. Ben Vickery, pretty much a spectator, you might recall, last weekend, but made that wonder save. Terrific reflex save. City preserving their clean sheet. Smith defeating Kakai, but I think the referee's going to bring play back here. Free kick for Middlesbrough.
You go higher because it then allows you to come out in the GT.
Free kick taken. Here's Caden Cole. Cut out by Jake Wayne. Nice injection of pace as well. Midwood on his left shoulder. Jake Wayne back in possession. To Finlay Gorman. Leke Drake to Tyrone Samba. Too much on the through ball for Dunbar McDonald. He was the target, and it will be a goal kick for Middlesbrough. City looking to extend their unbeaten run in the league to 6 games. There is the Middlesbrough manager, Rob Jones, no-nonsense central defender in his playing career. Well, all that handball against Kakai. Referee says play on. And then Harrison Miles doing well in a tight space and under pressure. Middlesbrough looking to put the initial press on. Joseph Jones in a forward position. Vickery with the chance to clear his lines. And that's going to be a City throwing over on the far side. Strong challenge. Middlesbrough come away with the ball. Harrison. Back out to Ike Givenson. Here's Roberts. Good challenge from Jake Wayne. Caden Cole back to Oliver Martin. Time is the call for Jake Wayne, under no pressure. Harrison Miles finding Leke Drake in space. Tyrone Samba, Dunbar McDonald away to his left. Here's Samba. Harrison Miles switching the ball out to Midwood. Rob Jones urging his players to get up the pitch. Dunbar McDonald having a go at Tyler Smith here. Samba to Harrison Miles. Patient build-up from Ollie Rice's league leaders. Charlie Courtman doing well, picks the ball off Leke Drake. This time Finlay Gorman, Jake Wayne ahead, Kylan Midwood. Back to Finlay Gorman. Goes out to Dunbar McDonald. Interception came in from Tyler Smith. And a show of pace as well from Smith, who keeps going. Terrific run, might go all the way. What a run that was from Tyler Smith. I mean, look at where this starts. Burst of acceleration from the Middlesbrough fullback. He is away. And has decided in the end to go it alone. Middlesbrough's best chance so far, 13 gone. Header won by Cole. Teddy Lamb. Ball goes wide left to Dunbar McDonald. This is where he's dangerous. Thread through for Samba. And the block came in from Oliver Martin. Well, City quickly from one end of the pitch to the other. Teddy Lamb with the ball out to Dunbar McDonald, then Samba. But there was the block from Oliver Martin. Looked like he enjoyed that moment as well. Short corner routine. Luka Kakai. Middlesbrough with two options forward here, including Joe Roberts, if he can get the strike away. Roberts with a chance. Well, he's trying to pick his spots. Well, Middlesbrough with two good chances in the space of 60 seconds. And coming forward at pace. This was a chance for Joe Roberts, having checked. He's got quite a bit to aim at as well there.
That's all right there, so you can do that one. Go! Just a touch wider, JT. Yes, JT, back inside the pitch now. Come on, JT, run. 5 kids, there's the 9 kid.
Well, just a reminder, Saturday, 2nd of May. This time next week, another noon kick-off. Derby County, the visitors to the City Football Academy. This is the first of 3 home games remaining for Ollie Rice's league leaders. So Derby next up. Make sure you join us next Saturday, and that will be live on City Plus. Here's Midwood. Gorman. Tevenon. Charlie Courtman comes wide right to Midwood, gets it back off Jake Wayne, who keeps going. Foul by Charlie Courtman. There's a bit of a handful, isn't he? The Middlesbrough number 9. Good hold-up play. Referee not set. Middlesbrough thought about the early free kick. Jones, this time looking long. Header won by Harrison over on the far side. Well, no breakthrough, but both sides with chances. Middlesbrough will feel 2 good chances in the space of 60 seconds. They are right in this fixture. It was a 2-0 victory at Rockcliffe Park back in November for Manchester City. Christian Dunbar-McDonnell with a brace. Givenson. Cole just in danger of being dispossessed, but Middlesbrough come away with the ball. Too much on that for Lucas Harrison. And it's all the way back with Ben Vickery. Tyrone Samba with Givenson putting the press on. Teddy Lamb upended. Referee says play on. Here's Roberts. Drifted in from that left-hand side. Givenson goes out to Smith. First time ball in from Greenup. That's dangerous! Luka Kakai, but the flag had gone up. It wouldn't have counted. First time ball whipped in from Greenup. And a chance for Luka Kakai. It wouldn't have counted. And certainly, Middlesbrough will feel they are growing into this game.
Me and you once next to my strength, double 6, or stay high in between.
Rob Jones youngsters up into 5th in Premier League Under-18 North, having won 11 of their 24 fixtures. Long ball forwards. Martin with the final flick on. And now a chance for Caden Cole. Into the feet of Roberts. Tremaine ahead. Oh, Roberts just losing direction of the ball. Joey Tremaine putting Ben Vickery under pressure, has to find touch. And it's going to be a Middlesbrough throw over on the far side.
Inside the pitch. Still inside the pitch, still inside the pitch.
Ball has gone out of play. Ollie Tevenon goes back to Leke Drake. City hoping to make it 4 straight wins at home today. There's Jake Wayne. Options wide right. Midwood goes on the outside. Flick back trying to pick out Jake Wayne. And the ball has gone out of play. Will be a City throw. City with more than 2/3 of possession. Can they get the breakthrough? They're also up on the shot count. Middlesbrough with chances themselves. Finlay Gorman threading through for Tyrone Samba. This is a chance. Good goalkeeping from Jack Robinson. He was committed. And he knew he had to get there. Here's that chance again. Finlay Gorman, lovely threaded ball for Tyrone Samba. Goalkeeper fully committed. Threw his body at that young Jack Robinson. Tevenin this time looks for the ball over the top. Christian Dunbar trying to keep flight of the ball. Tyler Smith just going to ground, so City will get a corner here.
Isaac, no Robson. Lucas, you on the 5.
Tyrone Samba.
Get up! Get up!
Samba with the ball in, that's dangerous. Through a crowd, another chance for Manchester City. Harrison Miles feels he's close. Samba with the whip ball in.
Good stay the diamond there.
Just to let you know, in Women's Super League, early breakthrough for Manchester City. Carroll in the goal scorer after just 5 minutes. You can follow commentary on the official Manchester City app and website. Andre Eglet's league leaders inching towards a first Women's Super League title in a decade. Quarter of the game gone then here at the City Football Academy. Manchester City 0, Middlesbrough 0. Robinson rushed into the clearance. Jake Wayne looking for Midwood if he can get there. It won't hold.
All the way in, son, come on! Where you drop a few? Wayne, half and half. Wayne, 50-50, you can go back, go forward.
Kaka again with the flick forwards. Smith.
Get on him!
Trying to pick out Lucas Harrison. Kaka's gone into the middle.
Joseph, stay there!
Smith with a chance to send this in. Oliver Martin. Ball wide right for Lucas Harrison, but again too much on it. That's going to be throwing deep for Manchester City.
Joe, what's that back shoulder, Joe? Stay there.
Harrison Miles searching ball over the top for Kylan Midwood. Oh, giving away. Here's a chance for Midwood, surely. Oh, Middlesbrough somehow scrambling bodies back. Well, that's his 3rd chance inside 23 minutes, Kylan Midwood. Joey Tremaine losing flight of the ball. He looked to have all the time in the world, the Middlesbrough defender. The pass back was short. And Midwood. Eventually Martin clearing his lines. Corner has been taken. City will get a second bite at this. Samba. Dunbar McDonald comes out to Tevenin. Finlay Gorman now. Out to Dunbar McDonald. Now Samba. Dunbar McDonald with the cross. Straight out of play though.
Well done, son. Chris, Kai, more of a diamond with Finn there. Luga. Took it, now Roach. Jack.
Jack Robinson trying to pick out Luka Kakai.
Do it!
Lucas Harrison goes out to Smith. Stood up by Tevenin. But it's going to be a Middlesbrough throw-in. Nice little bit of footwork here from Smith, but Tevenin got the final touch.
Eyes. Going to throw him, make sure you lock the box.
And Middlesbrough have sent Ike Givenson and Caden Cole forward here. They think this is a chance. Two big centre-backs have joined the attack. Long launch into the box. Smith. First time ball back in. Roberts trying to duel for this. Headed by Jake Wayne. And eventually cleared by Harrison Miles. Challenge came in from Caden Cole on Teddy Lamb, who stayed down here. Well, there's the challenge. Good news is that Teddy Lamb is back to his feet. Looked like he did feel some contact.
Don't go too early, JT.
Midwood. Charlie Courtman. Good ball forward here for Teddy Lamb. Here's the cutback. He goes to ground, surely. Some genuine appeals. Tyrone Samba, can he get the shot away? Well, we'll get another look at that. But there were some genuine appeals for a penalty. This time, Leke Drake getting the better of Luka Kakai. Knows he's going to have to match him physically and put the shoulder in on Middlesbrough's number 9.
Close the middle of the pitch. Close the middle of the pitch, Joseph.
Tevenin. Out to Finlay Gorman. There's the ball in, dangerous. Oh, chance, surely. Teddy Lamb. And eventually hacked clear. Middlesbrough all of a sudden desperate to clear their lines. Given away by Harrison Miles. Does well to win the ball back. Isaac Greenup back in there for Middlesbrough.
Do it!
And now they've got a chance to break. Here's Roberts. Greenup on the outside. Chance to send this ball in. That's dangerous! Harrison Miles comes away with the ball. Can City pull off the counter here? Tyrone Samba, Dunbar McDonald on his left. Teddy Lamb in the middle. Dunbar McDonald having a go here. Shot ballooned up off Ike Grivenson, and that's going to be a City corner. Well, let's have a look at this chance. Teddy Lamb it was. Whip ball in from Finlay Gorman, and Robinson forced into the save.
Come on.
And was there something in this? Teddy Lamb. Well, the leg came in, didn't it, from Joseph Jones? Corner to be taken by Finlay Gorman. There's the delivery. Headed away by Jones. City with a chance to reset.
Lucas, slide over where TT is. Lucas, do TT's job.
Like Drake to Jake Wayne. Helped on by Edward to Teddy Lamb. And the block from Caden Cole. Now a chance for Charlie Cortman to come forward. Into the feet of Samba, who picks out Dunbar McDonald. Teddy Lamb in the middle. Here's a chance. Then Midwood surely. City get the breakthrough. Well, he's had his chances, and he will feel this was coming. And it's Kylan Midwood with the breakthrough. He moves on to 6 in the league. He might have had a hat-trick by now. But nevertheless, City in front. Lovely sweeping move. Samba teeing up Dunbar McDonald, Teddy Lamb. And then Kylan Midwood. Terrific, well-taken goal. He's still got a lot to do here, Kylan Midwood. A well-taken finish beyond Jack Robinson. Manchester City 1, Middlesbrough 0.
Talking about putting inside one on first. Yeah? Don't let him get caught jumping, doing nothing. Just take it. Hey! Come on! You're the central play in the back three now.
Well, we feel that could be a big moment in this game. And just to underscore the task now facing Middlesbrough, City have won 17 of their 19 league games when leading. Greenup wins it back. Kaká with the layoff. Play on, says the referee. Smith. Samba back in to help out, and he's done well. He comes away with the ball.
React. Come on, Joe, you got to sprint, son. Come on. Distances.
Here's Oliver Martin. Comes out to Tremaine. Then Roberts. Roberts goes wide right. Smith to Isaac Greenup. Again standing the ball up. Well, it was Joey Tremaine coming onto the ball. Just felt he was stretching. Third of the game gone, and Manchester City, crucially, with the lead.
Half an hour, son. Half an hour. Make it play, look, make it play now, son. Go on!
Vickery sends it long. Jake Wayne doing well to keep that ball in. Kylan Midwood, who is quick, and he's into the penalty area. Second touch a bit heavy. Almost teed up Teddy Lamb though.
Go on, Teddy!
Here's Finlay Gorman.
Control the middle.
Great work from Teddy Lamb to put the initial press on. Charlie Cortman goes wide left to Dunbar McDonald. Tevenen in support. Charlie Cortman again. Harrison Miles. Tracked by Greenup. Now Finlay Gorman.
Stay with him, Joyce. Stay with him, Joyce. Go stay there, son. Stay in the middle. Stay there, watch that back shoulder.
Charlie Cortman again. Out to Dunbar McDonald. Tyrone Samba. Tevenen trying to help that through for Dunbar McDonald. Leke Drake in possession of the ball. Here's Luca Kakai for Middlesbrough, and he is a handful. He's also quick. Keeps going.
All right, all right.
Gets a little bit excited with the shot. Just came from a breakdown in midfield. Gorman looks for Midwood on this near side. Jake Wayne in support. Nice ball for Jake Wayne. Lamb in the middle. There's the cut back. Surely a chance now. Tyrone Samba coming onto it. And Teddy Lamb forcing the save. Bit of an up and under from Caden Cole.
Should be tight, finish, go. Here, that's yours. Only man with back shoulder. Caden was back shoulder. Joseph, that one's yours in front of you. Yes, that's yours. One out, finish that. Don't through you, Joe. In front of you. Only man, be the right side.
Patient keep ball from City.
Isaac, go play side. Lucas.
Finlay Gorman into the feet of Teddy Lamb. Yeah, that's going to be a free kick. Oliver Martin with two hands on City's number 9. Here's that chance. Jake Wayne with Teddy Lamb. Got the shot away. Forced the save from Robinson. And this is dangerous. Finlay Gorman placing the ball. He fancies his chances here. City with a chance to double their lead. But he is a good technician from this kind of range, and he can strike a ball, Finlay Gorman.
You ready?
Four-man wall for Middlesbrough.
Follow it, TT. Follow it all.
Up steps Finlay Gorman. Whip round and just wide. Well, there's enough whip on the strike. Just couldn't get it on the inside of the post.
Look out. Yeah. Go on, travel.
Here's Joey Tremaine.
Come on, Kai. Come the inside.
Roberts.
Okay, in shape.
Givenson to Isaac Greenup.
Yes, Joseph.
Givenson can have it back. Now Oliver Martin.
Can we push them back? Yes, I know.
Caden Cole for Middlesbrough.
Come on, Teddy. Ready? Yes, Teddy. Jump in. Ready.
City urged to get up and put the squeeze on Middlesbrough.
That line ready. Can we go? Have to swing with him. Maybe. That's all right.
Well, strong challenge from Jake Wayne. Harrison Miles standing the ball up for Dunbar McDonald. Can he go it alone? This is where he's dangerous. Keeps going, and City get a second. And Christie and Dunbar McDonald on target last week, back from injury and in terrific goal-scoring form. City double their lead, picked out by Harrison Miles, and this is where he is so dangerous. Givenson deciding to stand off. Lovely curling effort. Almost identical to the goal he scored at Nottingham Forest last weekend. Lovely placed effort beyond Jack Robinson. Manchester City 2, Middlesbrough 0. Well, any time to score is a good time to score. And crucially, just before half-time, what a cushion City have given themselves, because Middlesbrough, at one point, were right in this game. They've got big work to do now. Harrison back to Smith. Referee says play on. Jones. Teddy Lamb's done well. City now with a chance to break. They've got 4 forward here. It's gone out to Dunbar McDonald. Samba, Harrison Miles, Finlay Gorman and Midwood joining the attack. Here's Dunbar McDonald, goes on the outside. This is where he's quick. Lovely ball in, but held by Robinson. Oh, he's such a handful. Well, Leke Drake and Luka Kakai, they're both at it. I think that's good refereeing. 6 and 2 threes. Good to see the referee letting the play go.
Be aware, Wayne. Yes, around the 8, Kai. Luke, what's next? Organise middle of the pitch.
Just a reminder, next Saturday, Derby, the visitors to the City Football Academy. And that'll be one of 3 games remaining for Manchester City,
Tyler!
as they look to retain their under-18 Premier League North title. Here's a chance to send this in. Flag's gone up. Flag's gone up against Middlesbrough.
Back in now!
Inside the final 5 then. And Manchester City with a 2-goal lead. Kylan Midwood, Christian Dunbar-McDonald, both on target last weekend. And more of the same today.
Yes, Joe, eyes on the 2, son. Oh, the 2 kid, 2 kid. Yes, look, he doesn't do that.
Charlie Courtman to Ollie Tevenen. This time another long ball forward for Finlay Gorman, trying to help it forward.
Are we joining the press?
Oh, that's short. Here's Tyrone Samba. Oh, and it's just wide. Oh, goodness me. Ike Givenson looks to the skies. He knows that is a major let-off. Oh, and that's the second time the ball back to Jack Robinson has been undercooked. What a chance that was for Tyrone Samba.
We got to across, Ty, Chris, come on. 3 channels. It's a game of travelling, guys.
Robinson. Header won by Lucas Harrison, but only as far as Ollie Tevenen.
There he goes, Joe. There he goes, Joe. Luca, once it comes across, turn it out. Come on, bigger. Come on, bigger.
Leke Drake.
Luca, back in now. Back in the shape. Luca, go on, get in.
Here's Courtman. To Midwood.
Organise. No counters.
Well, that's surely a Manchester City throw-in. That's another bad call from the officials. Last touch came off Lucas Harrison. I'm not sure how the linesman has not spotted that. Midwood battling back. Here's Tyrone Samba. Ball goes out to Dunbar-McDonald, just taking a bit away from goal.
Protecting the middle.
Samba. Charlie Courtman.
Yes, Luca, come on, come on, Luca. One way, son.
Leke Drake. Jake Wayne just couldn't take the ball with him. And that's going to be a corner. Isaac Greenup couldn't keep the ball in. Throwing, in fact, my apologies. No, it will be a corner. Yep. Isaac Greenup taking the ball out of play.
Go, now slide the 10. Now slide the 10. Luca, slide the 2. CT, the 2.
Midwood comes out to Gorman.
Get up!
Well, it was a chance for Leke Drake, who'd come forward. Glancing header. City's captain and ever present this season. Inside the final 60 seconds of the first half.
Chris, Ty, come on, get across. You know where it's going. How many times, guys? Come on. Get over. Get over. Come on, get over.
Straight out of play from Robinson. Charlie Courtman to Tevenin. Samba making the run if he can be found. Well, there's the half-time whistle. He's a bit short, the referee. We're still inside the 45-minute marker, but there is the half-time whistle. Just to let you know, in Women's Super League, by the way, Andre Jeglet's league leaders, they're going to have to do it the hard way today. Brighton have turned that game around. Brighton 2, Manchester City 1. A reminder, you can follow commentary of that game on the official Manchester City app and website. Yeah, City in front after just 5 minutes on the south coast, but the Seagulls have turned it around. There's that substitution. So Dante Headley is on. And Jake Wayne has come across to left back. So Ollie Tevenin has gone off. I'll change it at the back for City. Here's Finlay Gorman. Jake Wayne back to Charlie Courtman. Three points today. Manchester City will move 6 points clear of Manchester United as the race for under-18 Premier League North hots up. Midwood goes back on the outside to Dante Headley. Continues his run. Now Finlay Gorman. Fizzed into the feet of Dunbar McDonald's. There's the cut back. Corner, says the referee.
Don't gamble. Listen. Time.
Well, Christian Dunbar McDonald capable of going both ways with the ball, and he is so quick over the first 5 yards. Here's Finlay Gorman. Should be goalkeepers and is. Yep, too close to Jack Robinson. Also on the bench for Manchester City today, Johan Obin, Karim Kasim, Finlay Grigg, reserve goalkeeper, and young Freddie Laurie. More about him if he gets on today. Roberts. He's done well. Joe Roberts urged to keep going. Lucas Harrison. Chance for Smith. Back to Harrison. Standing the ball up to the back post. Dante Headley keeps the ball alive. So City back in possession, aiming to preserve a good record against today's opponents. Teddy Lamb with the layoff. Yeah, they've won 21 of the 31 meetings between the two teams. City hoping to extend their unbeaten run in the league to 6 games. A win today, that makes it 4 straight victories at home as well. Here's a chance. Ball into that near post area. Deflected just wide, and on the follow-up, surely a chance. And City get a third. Teddy Lamb, desperate to get in on the act. Middlesbrough just couldn't not clear their lines. And Teddy Lamb moves on to 20 in the league. Close range finish, and that's his kind of territory. It's great work initially. Midwood it was with the strike. It's popped up for Teddy Lamb, and at the second bite, he sends it beyond Jack Robinson. Manchester City 3, Middlesbrough 0. There's the trademark celebration. And all of City's front 3 on target today.
Hey, come on, switch on, hey! Yes, work across, Stay hungry, guys. Hey! Precious ball. Now we trouble. Come on.
Chance for Smith. Middlesbrough threatening down the other end. And it will be a corner.
Hey. Come on.
Rob Jones urging his players to keep their chins up. Up into 5th in the league, Middlesbrough, and arrived here off the back of a 9-0 victory over Blackburn Rovers last time out. Harrison with the delivery. City with a chance to come away with the ball. They do so with Finlay Gorman. Options left and right. Here's a chance. Harrison Miles. Oh, he's looked to dink that over Robinson. Should he have gone for power? Here's Smith.
Come on, Teddy.
Keeps going. Still going. Shot eventually blocked. Here's Dunbar McDonald. Lovely bit of footwork. Maybe one touch too many in the end. Ike Givenson. Then the clearance. Well, here's that chance. I mean, they were queuing up here. Harrison Miles, who just tried to dink this over the goalkeeper. Middlesbrough with a player down. Looks like it's Tyler Smith who's in need of some treatment here. He's had a good game so far for Middlesbrough.
Joseph. All right. Come on, Ed. Come on. Keep him going, TT. Keep him going, Ice. Come on. Get down. Total on the opposite side.
Referee coming across to have a check on what's happening with Tyler Smith. Well, what a chance City have given themselves. So an uncontested drop ball with City formally in possession. Back with Finlay Gorman. And now Charlie Courtman. Bit of space to move into on this side. City go back wide right. Leke Drake. Won't hold for Dante Headley. Green up with the layoff to Jones. And the ball has gone wide left. Too much on that for Luka Kakai.
Step in, come on, speed up again.
Dunbar McDonald with the flick forward for Samba. Smith given away though. Here's Harrison Miles.
Ty, well done, that's what we need, Ty. Squeeze, control.
Dante Headley.
Lecky, you stay, where he's going. Right, look on.
Oh, it's a bit short, and Middlesbrough come away with the ball. Jones looks for the long ball forward. Again, there's too much on that for Luka Kakai. Midwood goes on the outside. He's done well. Just needs to cut back. Samba wide of the target. Cyber, he must have put the call in for Teddy Lamb. Teddy Lamb also in a good position. Samba coming onto the ball. Just wide of the target. Samba again. Here's a chance for Midwood.
Get up!
Now Finlay Gorman, threaded through. He didn't quite reach Harrison Miles, that was the idea. But Middlesbrough turning over possession. Dunbar McDonald stood up by Givenson. Middlesbrough want the free kick. Referee says play on. Here's Jake Wayne. Carla Midwood, if he can keep that ball in, it's going to be a corner anyway. Dante Headley to Finlay Gorman. Chance to send this in. Dunbar McDonald. Through to Samba. Leke Drake has stayed up. Here's Samba. Shot blocked initially. And a chance from Ray's deflected and it's gone through. Well, City get a fourth. A touch of good luck. The strike from Dante Headley has come off a Middlesbrough player. Dante Headley will claim it. Jack Robinson, no chance with the deflection. And Manchester City put further distance between themselves and Middlesbrough. Shot initially blocked from Tyrone Sam, but then it was Dante Headley. And a wicked deflection on the way through. Here it is again. Manchester City 4, Middlesbrough 0. Again given away, this time by Ike Givenson. Tyrone Samba trying to wriggle his way through. Finlay Gorman, City in the ascendancy. Samba to Dunbar McDonald. City turning it on in this spell after the restart. Here's Dunbar McDonald. A real bag of tricks. Smith doing well in the end. Miles winning it back. Strong challenge on Joseph Jones. Oh, that's a bad one. And he's going to be going in the book.
When the 10 goes in, you've got to go.
Yeah, City not happy with that challenge. And it's Joseph Jones who's going to get the first yellow card of this game. That looked a bit naughty from the Middlesbrough number 8. He probably wasn't happy that he lost out initially to Harrison Miles, and he's taking it out on the same player. And Harrison Miles has stayed down. It's a poor challenge from Joseph Jones. There he is. First yellow card of the game.
Everything okay?
Well, Harrison Miles doesn't need to get involved. Manchester City 4-0 up in this fixture. They've done the hard part. It's all about game management for them now.
How do we find the next? How do we find the next pass?
Karim Kassim on for Manchester City. There is Christian Dunbar McDonald continuing his journey back to full match sharpness. But on target again today, replaced by Karim Kassim. Midwood, back to Dante Headley. Here's Harrison Miles into the feet of Teddy Lamb. Dante Headley to Finlay Gorman.
Joseph, you ready, JT? Go on, Luca. Mike, be the right side, Mike.
Harrison Miles again, this time standing the ball up for Kylan Midwood out on that far side. Isaac Green up under pressure, but he's come away with it. And here's Smith, and he's quick. Jake Wayne does well. City wanting to get on with things here. Here's Harrison Miles. An hour gone then at the City Football Academy. Manchester City 4, Middlesbrough 0. Might be a chance here for Tyrone Samba if it will sit. Stood up by Ike Grivenson. Karim Kassim, first touch for the youngster. Harrison Miles in a central position. Now Jake Wayne. Gets it back off Tyrone Samba. All Manchester City since the restart. And what a cushion they've given themselves as they look for a 9th clean sheet of the season. Midwood to Dante Headley. There's Leke Drake coming onto the ball. Now Finlay Gorman. There's patient build-up and key ball from Ollie Rice's league leaders. Harrison Miles again. Players moving in and out of position here for Manchester City. Charlie Cortman steps forward. Here's Jake Wayne. Finlay Gorman. Oh, what about that for a defence splitting ball? Just not enough on it for Midwood, and Robinson has to clear his lines. Comfortable for Leke Drake, who's told he has time. Kassim gets the better of Givenson, keeps going. Almost ready through for Dante Headley. Here's Joe Roberts. Jones looking to switch play. Lucas Harrison. Smith making the forward run. Last touch came off Tyrone Samba. It will be the Middlesbrough throw-in. Squeeze is the call from Ben Vickery. Wants his players 10 yards further up the pitch. Jones trying to help that ball forward, but it didn't come off. And now he's got to get back. Harrison Miles. City with a chance and the overload here. Here's Midwood. Tremaine, who'd followed that run. Charlie Cortman. Now Tyrone Samba. Well, again, Leke Drake doing well in that physical duel with Luka Kakai. Middlesbrough are going to make a change. William Hesselhurst will be coming on, number 14. And Joseph Jones, who's, of course, just in receipt of that yellow card, will be going off. Rob Jones perhaps protecting his number 8, Joseph Jones, who'd gone in the book. Hasselhurst, the substitute, and there's the ball in. His first touch of the game, in fact. Middlesbrough get a throw in, this time over on the far side. Here's Caden Cole into the feet of Roberts. Now they can step and get forward. Given away again by Middlesbrough. Charlie Cortman, that first touch a bit heavy. He's now got to get back into position. Smith. Dangerous ball in. Kakai was stretching. Tyrone Samba with time to get hold of the ball. Oh, looking for that run of Teddy Lamb. It was almost the inch-perfect pass. And they've won it back. Out of play, though, on the near side. Jake Wayne told no more. City urged to keep up the intensity in this fixture. Teddy Lamb gets the roll on Caden Cole. He's done well. 2 over on the far side, including Dante Headley. Keeps going. Teddy Lamb back to Dante Headley. Here's Tyrone Samba back to goal. And he gets the shot away, but it will be a Middlesbrough goal kick. Difficult technique for Tyrone Samba.
Around him. Perfect, Corinne. Yes, I'm sure. Keep going, son. Keep going, son. Come on.
Here's Karim Kassim. Oh, lovely footwork to slip the challenge of Oliver Martin. He might well keep going. There's the strike. Dragged wide. Just to let you know, in half-time elsewhere, an interesting score update in under-18 Premier League North, because Sunderland lead Manchester United 2-1 at half-time. Middlesbrough are going to make another change. Finlay Turner will be coming on. Tyler Smith going off. Finlay Turner on then for Middlesbrough. Here's Roberts. Confirmation of that change. Tyler Smith off, replaced by Finlay Turner. But Manchester City's hopes of retaining their under-18 Premier League North title could be given a major helping hand today if that scoreline stays the same. Half-time, Sunderland 2, Manchester United 1.
Come on in.
Free kick, says the referee. Foul by Roberts. Charlie Cortman doing well under pressure. Kassim to Jake Wayne. Here's Tyrone Samba. Helped forward by Gorman. And then Dante Headley, Midwood on his right shoulder. Turner can't get hold of the ball for Middlesbrough. Here's Karim Kassim, continuing his run. Well, there wasn't enough on that for Givenson to let it run for a goal kick. Jake Wayne to Harrison Miles. Now Finlay Gorman, immediately on the turn. Again, they look for the give and go on that far side. Ball has gone out of play. So Middlesbrough goal kick, 20 to go at the City Football Academy. Just a reminder of the goal scorers today. Carlin Midwood on 31 minutes, Christian Dunbar McDonald on 38, Teddy Lamb on 49, and a deflected Dante Headley effort on 56 minutes.
Yes, well done, son. Joe, just commit to score. Go on, Joe.
Oh, they've worked it well out of defence. And here's Finlay Gorman with a burst. Trying to thread this through for Tyrone Samba. Samba gets the shot away. Saved by Robinson. Again, City moving forward at pace. It was a lovely run from Finlay Gorman. Travelled so well with the ball. Robinson forced into the save to deny Tyrone Samba. City with a corner then. Back to Finlay Gorman, now Dante Headley.
You're going well. Oh!
Charlie Courtman finds Jake Wayne. Here's Karim Kassim. Tyrone Samba just momentarily forced to check and come back. The ball is with captain Leke Drake. Harrison Miles, that's a bit short. Picked up by Isaac Greenup. And Middlesbrough with a throw in then over on the far side. Caden Cole to Oliver Martin. Here's Roberts. And eventually runs into traffic, and Harrison Miles comes away with the ball. Now it's with Carlin Midwood. Space to move into. Finlay Gorman. Karim Kassim. City looking for a fifth. 73 gone. Oh, Tyrone Samba just to see Ollie Rice on the near side slumps. Change to be made. And the introduction of Freddie Laurie, 17-year-old England youth international, former Port Vale and then Aston Villa Academy prospect. First taste of 18s football. Leke Drake will be coming off. Well, the scoreline would suggest it's a nice fixture to introduce Freddie Laurie. Another academy prospect. Header won by Tyrone Samba. Harrison Miles to Finlay Gorman. Here's Roberts. Back to Caden Cole. Cole switching play. Hazelhurst. Good defending though from Freddie Laurie. A little bit of follow-up through as well there with Isaac Greenup. Show of frustration from Middlesbrough's number 10. That's a good burst forward from the substitute, Freddie Laurie. And that's a bad challenge from Oliver Martin, who... Well, I think the referee just keeping an eye on whether there was a yellow card coming there, but none forthcoming.
Yes, Finn, come on. Come with it.
Here he is again. Freddie Laurie making his under-18s debut. Yeah, and Luka Kakai left a bit in there on the City substitute. He wasn't too happy with that challenge, but he's done well on the second phase. Here's Finlay Gorman. Threaded through here for Teddy Lamb. Final touch came off Caden Cole. It will be a City corner. Kassim comes out to Finlay Gorman. Given away. And now Roberts can come away with it for Middlesbrough. Jake Wayne trying to follow that run. Roberts keeps going. He now needs some support. Threaded through. And it won't quite reach Finlay Turner. That was the idea.
Finn, come on. Finn, come on. Finn, come on, like you should.
City on course to extend their unbeaten run in the league to 6 games. It would make it 4 straight wins at home as well. Finlay Gorman looking for that run of Tyrone Samba, but it does keep Middlesbrough pinned in here. 3/4 point reached at the City Football Academy. Johan Obin will be coming on.
Too far away again. You got to do it. You got to do it. Get across. Go. Let's go. Step in.
Greenup. Out of play though. So City substitution. I think Middlesbrough are going to make a change as well. Some final instructions for Johan Obin. So I think it's Harrison Miles who's coming off. Harrison Miles coming off and is replaced by Johan Obin.
Finn, come on back in. Get in the 9. Good lad.
Givenson under pressure from Karim Kassim. Kyler Midwood trying to win this ball back. Almost did off Caden Cole. Somehow comes away with the ball. But it will hold up here for Tyrone Samba. Well, it looked like a foul by Oliver Martin. Referee agrees. Had more than a handful on City's number 10. Just a bit of frustration creeping into Middlesbrough's game. Samba with the layoff. Just a little bit short, almost fed in Lucas Harrison. Here's Johan Obin. Ball is back with Ben Vickery. Referee says play on. Eventually brings the play back for a free kick, so City have got to get bodies back here. Good goalkeeping from Ben Vickery, who in the second period has pretty much been a spectator, but shows good awareness.
Yes, Will, show the son. Pass him on, aye. Yes, Finn, get ready, Finn. Yes,
Finlay Gorman again.
Come on, Finn. Come on.
Here's Jake Wayne. Inside the final 10 then at the City Football Academy.
Yes, Joe, come on.
There's Donsay Headley.
Eyes on the 3.
Well, City targeting a 9th clean sheet in the league this season, if it stays this way. Karim Kasim. And Charlie Courtman filling in space vacated by Harrison Miles. And a touch for Johan Obin. Oh, Tyrone Samba's gone through the legs of Hesselhurst. He's done well. Can he put the finishing touch to this? Caden Cole with the rush clearance. Middlesbrough come away with the ball. Midwood trying to get back. And Karim Kasim comes away with the ball. Donsay Headley in support. Here he is in possession. Charlie Courtman, space to move into. So Johan Obin with a touch.
Go on, Luca. Double up, Joe.
Midwood. Fed out wide right. All of a sudden queuing up here for Manchester City. Kasim, first time effort. Well, he's not too far away. Score update in Women's Super League, by the way. 87 gone. It's Brighton 3, Manchester City 2. Bonnie Shaw with the goal on 86 minutes. City in search of an equaliser away at Brighton. Another change for Middlesbrough. Ellis Moss on. I believe that is Joey Tremaine who's gone off.
Talk to him. Talk to him. Joe, you're going to double up as well, sir. Yeah, come on. Yes, Luca. Yes, Luca. All right, come on. Lock in. Let's get over.
City with a throw in then, deep inside Middlesbrough's territory. Here's Teddy Lamb with the layoff.
Look on, eyes, look on behind you, son.
Teddy Lamb trying to bring this ball down, difficult technique. Oh, what a goal that is. Superb hit from Finlay Gorman. And City with a 5th against Middlesbrough. And that kills this contest. Wonderful first-time hit from Finlay Gorman, who moves on to 2 in the league. It just wouldn't quite sit for Teddy Lamb, but stuck to the task well. And then the ball just popped up nicely for Finlay Gorman. Good technique. Manchester City 5, Middlesbrough 0.
Hey, come on!
Well, this game has just got away from Middlesbrough. City really have turned it on in the second half. Middlesbrough would have felt they were in the game. They had 2 good chances very early on in this fixture, but their heads have dropped. City moving through the gears. And that makes it 5 different goal scorers today for Ollie Rice's league leaders. Here's Karim Kassim. Charlie Courtman. Just wouldn't quite sit for Jake Wayne. Now Middlesbrough have a chance to come away with the ball. Joe Roberts. Well, it took too long. That ball needed to go earlier from Roberts. Here's Caden Cole. Oh, Teddy Lamb doing well. Picked up by Isaac Greenup. Ellis Moss, the substitute. Now Caden Cole. The final touch came off Freddie Laurie, so just to let you know, elsewhere in under-18 Premier League North, in fact, we'll just see this out. Greenup. Nearly an hour gone up in the northeast, and it is Sunderland 2, Manchester United 1. If it stays that way, that would be a huge boost to City's hopes of retaining their under-18 Premier League North title. Great work from Dante Headley. Options ahead. Headley keeps going. Still going. Oh, just not enough on that for Tyrone Samba. Here's Finlay Gorman with time and space. Just to let you know, in Women's Super League, there will be 7 minutes of time added on. City looking for an equaliser in the first instance. Been made to work hard for that first Women's Super League title in a decade. Chance from range, and it's off the crossbar. Teddy Lamb on the follow-up. Oh, and he's got the turn as well. He's done well here, Teddy Lamb. Here is the cutback. Tyrone Samba just wide of the target. Well, we'll look at this again. Dante Headley, Carla Midwood with the strike. Oh, and he's rattled the woodwork. And this could turn into some day for Ollie Rice's league leaders. Specifically, if it stays that way up in the northeast, City will move 6 points clear as it stands. It was a later kick-off, of course, at Sunderland. So don't forget, at the conclusion of this fixture, you will be able to follow the dying embers of that Women's Super League fixture on the official Manchester City app and website. Charlie Courtman to Dante Headley. Here's Charlie Courtman again. Goes out to Kylan Midwood. Looking for the give and go perhaps with Dante Headley. Dante Headley keeps going. Still going. Reaches Tyrone Samba. Into the final 60 seconds.
Don't jump out. Don't jump too early.
Finlay Gorman in possession, trying to pick out Teddy Lamb. Oh, now then, that's going to be a penalty, surely. In fact, I think it's gone the other way, or has it? And there is the full-time whistle, in fact. Oh, I thought we were going to be on for a late penalty, but in the end, the referee's seen enough. And Manchester City have put further distance between themselves and Manchester United. Full-time score at the City Football Academy. A 5-star performance makes it Manchester City 5, Middlesbrough 0.